guys, welcome back to my channel. And I have been waiting so long to make this video for you guys. This is my postpartum update. She is here, guys. I am a mother, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited to introduce you guys to her and to share her with you guys. As I mentioned, I am 3 months postpartum, and oh my goodness, so much has changed, guys. I have so much to share with you. Let's jump right into the video. First thing I want to talk about is birth. My birth experience was amazing. I literally have no complaints. It was amazing. It was everything I could have ever dreamed of, and I am so blessed and so happy for my experience. My doctor set for me to be induced at 39 weeks pregnant, solely because Ariana was already weighing so big. She felt like, hey, we can just go ahead and take her at 39. So that was the plan. At 39 weeks, of course, like I said, I was set to be induced. My doctor told me like, hey, someone will give you a call the day before and let you know what time to come in. The day before I was scheduled to be induced, the hospital called and they said, okay, someone will be giving you a call between the hours of, what did she say? 1 in the morning to about 8 p.m. or something like that, or it was like 12 to 12. So for me, that was kind of crazy because basically they could call me at any time and tell me to come in as early as 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so anyway, I finally get the call. I get the call at 1 a.m. in the morning saying, hey, your room is ready. You can head to the hospital for your induction. I get up, I get dressed, and I head to the hospital. When I get there, you know, they kind of do my IVs, they ask me some questions, and they basically start to prep me for labor. So they set up my IV, take my vitals, they put this little monitor on my belly to hear her heartbeat, you know, get me set up completely to be able to monitor her heartbeat and to be able to monitor me and to check to see my progression. So when I got to the hospital, they did check me to see how much I was already dilated. I was dilated, was it 4 or 3? It was either 3 or 4 centimeters. I was already dilated from the start. Now, per my nurse, she's like, hey, this is a great start. Most moms come in, they start at 0 centimeters dilated. So it's amazing for you to already be 3 centimeters dilated. Okay, so that was perfect. She asked like, okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start you on Pitocin to kind of speed things up. This will kind of like start the contractions and, you know, just to kind of help the process go along a little faster. I believe every hour or so they would increase the Pitocin, and with the increase you would kind of feel stronger contractions, which was not too bad. I feel like for me, I was okay with the Pitocin. The Pitocin didn't necessarily make my contractions like stronger or anything, but you know, I was moving forward, but I just didn't necessarily feel that I was dilating any further, but it was all happening. But after the Pitocin and being on the Pitocin for a couple hours, they then came in and said, hey, we're gonna go ahead and break your water to kind of move things along so we can get baby here and we can have a birthday party. So they did break my water, and after they broke my water, oh my goodness. As soon as they broke my water, the contractions they hit like nobody's business. Those contractions were so intense. Oh my goodness. It was literally like an outer body experience. I instantly felt the contractions after let's talk about them breaking my water. So I was so nervous because I did not know what to expect. As far as, oh, it's time to break your water. Like, what does that look like? What will that feel like? I was so nervous. Apparently, because I couldn't see down there and I was so like afraid that I did not look down, they used some kind of tool when she like kind of went inside to break my water. And it instantly was like a gush of warm water, like you almost like you had peed on yourself. It was so warm and it was everywhere. So the doctors began to, you know, kind of clean up the water and prepare me, and, you know, told me like, okay, now you will start feeling the contractions, so kind of prep yourself and prepare yourself for that. So literally, like I said, as soon as she broke my water, I felt the contractions come on, and I was like, oh my God, this is labor. This is labor. They were so intense. I went from being able to relax and eat food and chill out to instant pain and instant discomfort. I lasted without an epidural for 3 hours, maybe 2. I'm not really sure. 2 or 3 hours I lasted without the epidural. But after getting that Pitocin, after them breaking my water, like I said, you instantly begin to feel your contractions. My contractions were literally 1 minute apart. So I would have a time to catch my breath and try to, and then they would stop, and then a minute later they would come back on. They were so intense and they were so close together. I tried everything to make myself comfortable doing that. I tried taking the covers off. I tried different positions. I tried getting a foot massage. I tried getting a back massage. That pain was crazy. It was crazy. I literally said, okay, please get the anesthesiologist and let's get this epidural in me right now. And it's so funny now looking back, because I used to be so afraid of getting an epidural because all the horror stories. When you're in that much pain, you literally want to do anything to make it stop. So I was like, please get him in here. Please, let's get this epidural going. Now, it takes him about 30 minutes to come to you to get you the epidural. So when he finally showed up, I was so happy. I gladly, come on, please give me them drugs. And as soon as he gave it to me, literally within a minute, numb. I didn't feel a contraction. I didn't feel a thing. So I went from being completely in pain and miserable to instant relief. Whew, it was so amazing. And I was able to kind of lay back. Now I was talking to people. Now I was laughing. I was good now, because I'm like, hey, I can't feel a thing. Thank God for the, let's give a moment of silence for the epidural. Thank you. That was a lifesaver. 10 out of 10. All my moms out there, if you have a low tolerance for pain, get the epidural. That's all I'm gonna say. I was thinking about going natural. Baby, please. Baby, please. I will not be going natural. So yeah, the epidural was amazing. I was able to kind of laugh and enjoy a little time before it was time to push. I want to say after they broke my water and I got the epidural, I was okay for maybe 4 hours, 5 hours or so. And then I began to feel like a lot of pressure like in my butt. And it wasn't like it was in my vagina. It was like literally like it was in my butt. I said, please go get the nurse. I think it's time to push. She feels very low. So the nurse came in, she checked me, she said, yeah, it's time to push. And we were so excited. Everybody was just like, ah, because like, ah, you're gonna be here. You were coming here to see us. So we were all super excited. We were like, okay, you know, everybody's freaking out. I literally had a room full of family while I was pushing. Literally a room full of family. So my legs are up, my nurse is doing what they call a practice push with me. So I'm like, you know, she's counting down. I think she's like 8, or what did she do? I think she's like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, or you know, she's counting down. I would push, and then when we got to that number, we would stop. She would say, take a break. And you know, we go back into it, we're pushing again, you're pushing again. With the epidural, you don't feel a thing. I didn't feel a thing pushing her out. This big baby. I didn't feel a thing, guys. I didn't feel a thing. So the epidural is a lifesaver. So I want to say I pushed for about 45 minutes. Her head would come out and then go back in. Come out and then go back in. Come out and then go back in. It was literally taking everything in me to push her out. And I started to be like discouraged, because I'm like, she's not coming out. Like, this baby better come out. So like I'm pushing with all my might to get her out. After about 45 minutes, she's finally down to where like, okay, call the doctor. This baby is about to come out. So my doctor came in, she got prepped, and baby, I pushed and pushed and pushed, and Ariana was here. She made her debut into the world at I think 106 or 103, one of those times. And she was in the world with us, and we were all so excited. It was such a beautiful moment. It was such a beautiful experience. I am so blessed that I had such a great birth, and that my baby is doing so good, and everything was great with her. She was healthy, and that was all that mattered. I was healthy, she was healthy. So we were extremely blessed. We are extremely blessed, and I know that's only because Jesus Christ carried me from pregnancy up until it was time to push, and he is still carrying us to this day. So I want to give a big shout out to Jesus Christ. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thanks for keeping us safe forever. So yes, birth was amazing. Now let's talk about postpartum. This is Ariana Rose. Say hi, Ari. Go. This is Ariana Rose, guys. She is my beautiful, perfect angel. She is my best friend. She is literally the best thing to ever happen to me, and I'm so blessed to be her mommy. She is 3 months. She'll be 4 months on the 4th of September. But you're my baby girl. You're my baby girl. Say hi, mama. She has the most beautiful dimples in the world, guys. Like, she is gorgeous. I love her. She's so sweet, guys. What's your matter? Go, Ari, go, Ari, go. Go, Ari, go, Ari, go. Go, Ari, go, Ari, go. Mwah. Mwah. Like I said, she has the most beautiful dimples in the world. But I'm gonna let her get some sleep because she's a little tired. Okay, so now let's talk postpartum. So, let's talk about this newborn stage. Oh my goodness, no one prepped me for the newborn stage. People say the newborn stage is the most challenging, and I have to 100% agree. Well, you know what? I can't even say, because they say that motherhood overall is a challenge, and that at every stage there's a new challenge to overcome. So, you know, I just look forward to each stage and figuring out exactly what that challenge is for that stage. So for the newborn stage, I want to say, you know, after being in the hospital for a couple of days, you know, now it's time for her to go home. And my question was, okay, who's coming home with me to help me with her? Who's coming home to take care of this little one? Where's the manual? You know, where's the manual? Where's the parent guide? What am I supposed to do with this baby? The newborn stage was definitely difficult. For me, it was even more of a challenge because I am a single mom. So yes, I did go through the newborn stage on my own. So I did have to kind of do everything alone, and that was 10 times harder. I'm not gonna say like I was necessarily completely alone, because I did have my family there and they would chip in and do little things, but you know, as a parent, it's different from having help. So let's talk about the middle of the night feedings. The middle of the night feedings were a big adjustment for me, because like any other person who's not a parent, you're used to sleeping through the night, you're used to getting a full night's rest, and you're not used to like caring for another human. So for me, it was very hard because I was so nervous about her. I wanted to make sure that she was okay and that she was safe. So I barely got any sleep because I was so worried. So I would always be checking to make sure she was breathing, and checking to make sure, you know, nothing was like covering her, and that she was turned the proper way. Just always worried that she's gonna be okay. So you lose sleep because you're just trying to make sure that your baby is safe and that your baby is healthy. So that made me lose sleep. On top of her waking up in the middle of the night for her bottle and for changing. I literally used to be knocked out and she would wake up and I would my eyes would burn. My eyes would burn because I couldn't keep them open because I was so tired. So some nights I literally made bottles with my eyes closed. Like, no joking. I have made bottles with my eyes closed. I have changed diapers with my eyes closed because it's hard. It's hard when they're waking up every 2 hours to eat. Every 2 hours? Honestly, looking back now, I don't know how I survived that. I don't know how I did that. I just really don't know. So for as far as the middle of the night feedings and the changing, I would handle that. I would take care of that all on my own. I did have many nights where I just couldn't do it. I just needed some sleep and I just needed some help. I would take her to my mom and I would say, Mom, could you please get her? My mom has been a huge help. My family has been a huge help as far as helping me with Ari. So some nights I would take her to my mom if I just knew I couldn't do it and I was on the edge, or I was on the verge of tears some nights and I just knew I couldn't do it and I just needed to get some sleep. So I would take her to my mom and my mom would keep her for me until the morning or something like that. And that was such a huge help for me because it's hard. It's hard postpartum and then caring for a newborn alone. It is very, very, very hard, but we made it through. I did it and we are even better now. We're doing really good. I want to talk about postpartum healing. So I did have a vaginal birth. No complications. I had one little stitch because I did tear a little, so I had one little stitch, and other than that everything went pretty good. As far as postpartum healing, I had so much stuff that my sister bought me and that I bought myself preparing for labor that I was set. I had the postpartum Frida mom kit that came with disposable underwear. It came with a peri bottle. It came with ice packs that you put on your stomach and down on your vagina to help with swelling and to help with pain. So that was great. I purchased a really big jar of the Tux pads. They're like hazel, what do you call that stuff? Hazel. They're like witch hazel pads, and you would line those up on top of your pad, and they would provide like a cooling relief. Those were amazing, guys. Also the Dermaplast spray, I used that. I purchased some heavy flow pads. Those were amazing. The hospital provided me with a peri bottle that provided me with disposable underwear and pads. The pads that the hospital provide are literally amazing. They're huge, so they catch a lot of stuff. The only thing I would say was a negative about the stuff that the hospital provides would be the disposable underwear. They are literally like a net. These underwear are like mesh net fabric. They're terrible. Do better. They're terrible. So thank God I bought my own, because you literally put the pad on those, and because they're like a net mesh material, the pad would slide, the pad would be everywhere, and then you're bleeding out. So I would definitely suggest and recommend that you buy your own disposable underwear. The Freedom Mom disposable underwear were amazing. 10 out of 10. I would recommend to all my new moms, postpartum moms, please get those underwear. Those saved my life. So yeah, I would literally, every time I go to the restroom, I would use my peri bottle to rinse, and I would line my pad with the Tux, they're like little Tux cooling pads. I would line my pad with those. Those provided me so much relief, and literally I just continued to do that throughout my whole postpartum journey. And after about 6 weeks, I was healed and I felt a little bit normal, I guess. My stitches healed, and they healed and went away on their own. So of course, after 6 weeks, you can return to normal activities. You can work out again. You're just cleared to do all things. You can have sex again. You can like do yoga, you can stretch, you can walk, you can do all the things that you did previous before postpartum. You can begin doing those things again, but of course you kind of ease back into them. So I did go to my 6-week appointment. She cleared me. She said everything looks perfect. Everything looks fine. Everything is healing just as it should. We talked about my mental health and how I was feeling. I did personally experience postpartum depression, but I also experienced prenatal depression. So yeah, I want to make a separate video about postpartum depression, and I will do that very shortly. Definitely leave all your comments down below in the comment section about postpartum depression, because I'll be happy to answer your questions and be happy to share my experience with you guys. I think it's very important to talk about it and to have an outlet. So yeah, I will be making a separate video about postpartum depression, because like I said, it was something that did affect me, and it's very, very dear and important for me to share that experience with you guys. So yes, my doctor did talk about my mental health, and we did the necessary things for that. Like I said, I'll make a full video on that. If you guys would like, just let me know down in the comments. But yeah, she cleared me, told me I can begin, regular activities. Of course, we talked about birth control and different things like that. Now, I've been on birth control when I was in high school in my teenage years, but it didn't have a really good effect on me. So as an adult, I did try another form of birth control, which was the Depo shot. And that had a terrible reaction to that as well. So for me, I just decided that I did not want to get on birth control, and that just wouldn't be a thing that I would do. So yeah, moving forward, she told me, you're very fertile after your first baby, so I would suggest and consider birth control, but still, that's just not something that I want for myself and for my body. So I did decline that. But other than that, the postpartum 6-week update was amazing and went good, and everything is healing, and I feel good. As far as everything down there, it's normal now. I can do all things that I did previous before having a baby. So yeah, if you guys have any further questions about that, let me know. I'll help y'all out. But yes, everything is normal, ladies. So like me, I was afraid that stuff wouldn't look the same, stuff wouldn't feel the same, and all that kind of stuff down there. Everything is normal. Everything is back in its original place. Everything is normal, so no need to worry about that, ladies. For all of my mothers out there who, like myself, are single mothers, I want to give a big shout out to you guys, and I want to send you guys so much love and just so much positivity, and I want to let you guys know that you are worthy. You can do things. You can do all things through Christ. Remember, keep him first. That's one thing that I want to get out there, is to keep Christ first. Turn to him and look to him for healing. Look to him for guidance. Because this journey is not an easy one. So you do need to have something to hold on to, something to look forward to, and someone to lean on. And if that's not a spouse or family members, know that you always have a friend in Jesus Christ. So make sure that he is somebody you're turning to and you're getting your strength from. For me, he was definitely a person that I leaned on during pregnancy and after pregnancy, especially on my postpartum depression journey. I have really gotten into my faith, and it has helped me tremendously. And I want to let you ladies know that he can help you as well. Also, for all my single moms, new moms, been a mom for years, I'm here for support. I'm a new mom, but I have learned a lot on my journey, and I'm definitely open, and I'm here to help all of my moms. I'm open to hear different advice from you guys. I love getting advice from moms. I love communicating and talking about things, motherhood. So I'm definitely open for that. And like I said, if you guys have any comments, any questions, please leave them down in the comment section, and if you have any future topics that you want me to chat about, leave that down there as well. Like I said, I'm open to chat with you guys, and I want to provide you guys the content that you want to see, and I also want to be a voice in this community, and I want to be able to let you guys know that motherhood is a journey. It's not an easy journey at all, but you can do it. You can do it. You can do it, and you can get through it. So yeah, that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching my video. If you did like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, share this with a friend, share this with a new mom, share this with a mom that's been a mom and has been doing the damn thing. Just share it and definitely interact with it. And until next time, guys, bye.